Monica and you're watching SDTV Talks. Recently, I have been to a wedding. Guess what? Girls of my age gained a lot of attention rather than the bride. Because she's not single anymore, right? But why am I speaking about it here? Because I'm here to discuss about the word feminism since we are in a patriarchal society. We need it. Since the arrival of social media, many of us are aware and enlightened by the word feminism, and many of you really misunderstood the real concept of feminism. Now let's jump back to the history and know when it was coined. Feminism was coined in 19th century, if we jump back to the history. From then, we can see the evolution of feminism phenomenon. Now listen very carefully. It is quite simple. Feminism is all about genders having equal rights and equal opportunities. I mean, all genders, not just females. This simple definition is often misunderstood by stereotypical minds. Most of us who are indulged in patriarchal society always consider feminism as a negative notion. Wonder how? Let's go through the myths about feminism. To dispel the myths, we first have to identify them. Let's take a look. Common myth is feminism is all about fighting men, hating men, and eliminating men. But the common fact is, feminism is all about challenging systemic inequalities and does not portray men as the enemy. Ensure average wage of 240 under MNREGS, says Jagan. Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy has asked the officials to ensure that the average wage under MNREGS was Rs 240. Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy held a video conference as a part of Spandana program with collectors and other officials on Tuesday.
To monitor the quality. Because the kind of numbers that we speak of are huge. And every school, please make sure that there is a complaint number displayed well. Wherever activities are going on, SMF, TMF, put up a huge display boards number. Telephone number. Any parent walking into the school or any child going to that school can see that number and they can directly make a phone call. I'm instructing the education department also to make sure that every school has these big display poster numbers. These kind of things are a must. In every hospital, every school, these kind of things are a must. I'm instructing both the health department as well as the education department to make sure that these complaint numbers are properly displayed. So please ensure that they're all attended to. This is one.
He said that there was considerable progress in NREGS works. On an average, 117 mandates were being created in all districts. The officials should focus on districts such as Annamaya, Vijayanagaram, Anantapuram and Alluri Sitaramaraju, which were below the state average, he said.
Patra. The objective of this Spandana is the quality. If the quality of redressal is not good enough, then there is no meaning in whatever we are doing. It is not the quantity that matters. It is the quality that matters. If a case comes up for us once again to reopen, then that means the quality is not good enough. So please ensure that, we are responsible here. We are expected to do certain tasks. And that is why we are what we are. And if we are not in a position to contribute to that cause, then there's no point in we being in this position that we are in. So please make sure that, there are a few governing principles that you would have to be focusing on. Please make sure that
Andhra Pradesh stood second in the country with regard to MNREGS works. The average wage has to be increased further. Steps has to be taken to ensure that average was at least 240 rupees per day, which was now at 205 rupees, he stated. He also instructed the officials to complete the works relating to Raitu Bharosa Kendras, the secretariats and health clinics by October. The digital library should be started in 3,966 villages by December, he stated. Land survey by October 2nd, Gandhi Jayanti. Jagananna Bhu Hakku and Bhu Raksha survey should be completed in 2000 villages across the state, and the beneficiaries should be given the Jagananna Bhu Raksha documents. The completion and handing over of documents in another 1000 villages should be taken up after October, he stated.